train, losers complain.
Hello everybody out there in YouTube Nation and the interwebs. Hope everybody's doing well today. Another cooler day in Saskatchewan. It's only around 10 below though, not too bad. It's happening in the CFL. Free agency is officially open. I think this is the first day that you can officially sign all these other free agents from other teams. So I think things will happen pretty good fast today. There's a few free agents out there that I still wouldn't mind them having a look at, the Riders, but I think they might be done for this year. We gotta still find a few spots to fill, that's for sure. There's still quite a few guys that we haven't signed off our free agent list, but none that really are a big concern to me anyway. About the only one that I might consider coming back that's an old lineman is Kelly. He's still available. He didn't come in and play too bad. He got hurt at the beginning of last year, and he's come back fairly strong. He'd be the only one that I'd really be worried about. I think Evan Johnson's gone now that Hardrick got signed. They'll put Blake in at his spot. The other old lineman that's our free agent is Lofton, and won't hurt my feelings if he's gone, that's for sure. But the other ones are Clark, maybe. He didn't play too bad at corner position. Nick Nielsen, he was a Raider, DB. I read a bit about him. Kind of scares me. He never did have many picks, but he was a good tackler, but not many picks and a lot of pass interference calls. And if he's getting pass interference calls in the NFL, he'll get plenty of them in the CFL. They tend not to let them yank on each other and play ball. They seem to throw the flag more often in the CFL. So I imagine that might be Clark done, that's for sure. Another of our free agents is Tights. They got that Adam McClare. I'm sure he's a Canadian. He'll be taking Tights' spot. There's a few guys that I wouldn't mind seeing them sign on. Hello, come on, buddy. Come on, ride. That's it. Is Albert Awanchi. He's a fullback, Canadian. He might help us in a bit of the Canadian content rot that they have to have. Dean, I think he's pretty well done. I won't miss him. A lot of people liked him, but I called for him a while back already that they needed to replace Dean. They say he's good in the locker room, but hell, what I watched, a lot of times he's going to fill the hole and the guy runs right by him and then he ends up chasing him down from behind. Sure, he gets lots of tackles, but you got to tackle a lot of, sometimes big time in the hole, and he just didn't seem to do it. Same as Tights. You know, he was one of my favorite guys 2 years ago when he was a free agent then. I said, we really got to sign him. And oh, they signed him, but man, he didn't even make it through training camp that year. And ever since then, you know, he just wasn't the same player. I really liked his play before, the year before he got signed that'd be 2-3 years ago, 3 seasons ago, that he played pretty good, but last season he was average at best. And another guy's Christmas. I wouldn't mind seeing them get him. I'm sure he'll be going fairly cheap because they found that Elijah Pounder, he's a big boy. He's 6'3", 265. He's only 26 years old, and looks like he might be going in the middle there. And with Mika, they signed Mika to the year contract. This is good. He's only good for half the plays, but when he's in there, he plays with a lot of heart, and he's got a lot of experience. Those defense and those nose tackles, people don't realize how important they are to the defense. They've got to stop those gaps in the middle with no run and then push these guys back into the quarterback. That's how you get the sacks, by the rush up the middle, and it pushes it around to your defensive ends. But Corey Mace looks like he's rounding off his defense pretty good. I think we still need another defensive end. Be nice to find one there, and plus we need a corner. There's some more corners, but we got a couple months yet until training camp, so that's where we got to go down there. O'Day and the boys have to get down south and run some camps down there and find some players down south somehow, because we got a few gaps yet to fill for training camp. Like I said, mainly that defensive end would be nice, and another offensive tackle. We need one there badly, because I don't think we're going to sign any more of our old linemen. Like I said, maybe Kelly might get signed. Another guy I don't know, I feel sorry for too. He had more sacks than anybody with us last year, was Pete Robertson. I don't know. Maybe they'll be able to sign him, but it seems strange. I liked him. I thought he did as good as Lanier, actually, playing on the outside. But I think, you know, if we lose any of the other free agents we got, they're pretty well listed, the ones that are still available. As far as the rest out there in the CFL to grab, there's a couple old linemen that might be good to grab at the right price, but as far as the rest of them, got to start filling them in from down south. That's about it for today. Get back to you after the next couple of days. I think there'll be a lot of signings in the CFL this week, and I think the Riders are pretty well done. I'll be surprised if they sign anybody else for any big money, that's for sure. I think they sold the farm, bought as many as they can right now. Really happy that they got Thurman and Olette. I think they were two big signings for us. And that, of course, Hardrick, he's near the end of his career too, but he's still, I think, got something in him. I'd like to see him. Hope he comes into camp in good shape. I'll let you all know when camp starts while these guys are looking. That's about it for the CFL. And I had a little bit about the Super Bowl. Unreal. I was pulling for San Fran, but didn't win that one either. Unreal, you know, the Kansas City, I don't care what anybody says, Mahone's Mahone, sure, but got the MVP, but I think the MVP for the Kansas City Chiefs the last 3 games has been their defense. Just shutting down in the last half. You know, I'm all for defenses win championships, and look what happened. Gets to overtime, and Kansas City don't let them in the end zone. San Fran goes down, and they get in the end zone. Period. You know, defense shut them down. And they did that in the last 2 games, especially against Baltimore. Yeah, it was a good Super Bowl, low score, a little boring, but I'm a defensive person, so I don't mind seeing those low scoring games. And of course, special teams cost them too, you know. Gotta be all around ball club, and one goddamn ball hits a guy's foot and that cost them points. San Fran points. Just a bungled play. All in all, I enjoyed the Super Bowl. Halftime show wasn't for me. I'm not much of an Usher fan, and all the dancing and bouncing around, and to me it was boring, but a lot of people liked it. It's all that matters. They like the young people, and that's who they got going in with Usher, as far as I'm concerned. But that's about it for today. I'd like to thank everybody for watching the videos, and hit that subscribe button. Really need some more subscribers somehow. And we'll talk to you in a bit here. I'm sure there'll be a lot of action on the signing front here this week, and I'll make another video pretty quick. Again, thanks for watching. Thanks for hitting that subscribe button, and we'll talk to you later. Go Riders, go.